on to our next session, which is focused on AI, Native Contact Center, revolutionizing customer service with conversational AI and generative AI. And this will be covered by Mr. Ashutosh Sharma, Vice President and Sales Head of 𝗀𝗂𝗺𝗺𝐴I. Ashutosh is a techno-commercial professional with 11 years of experience in leading businesses and building innovative SaaS products across large enterprises like Airtel. He is currently working as Vice President and Head of India Business at 𝗀𝗂𝗺𝗺𝗺𝐴I, a leading company in the enterprise AI technology space. Can we hear a huge round of applause for him?
Good afternoon, everyone. So today I'm going to majorly talk about how generative AI as a whole concept is being adopted in the BPO side, adopted in the overall customer experience side, and across different touch points for any customer, right? From, let's say, a call coming into a contact center to an agent taking it over to any kind of processes that happen after that. How is generative AI as a concept going to impact this whole industry? And basically, what is that concept when it comes to application? So when we talk about generative AI, of course, it is one particular layer of large language models which are super technical to handle for anybody on a very bare level. And these kind of things require platformization, require productizations to basically get it into the right action and then translate them into certain metrics that enterprises are trying to deliver. And basis these metrics only, we can see that most of the the budgets that are right now going and most of the impact that is expected from this whole concept is going to be in the customer experience, customer operations side. Almost a $400 billion that is predicted to basically kind of the value that is going to be created in the next 4 to 5 years from this concept. And this whole concept is going to come into action with the levers that you can see over here, right? From automating the transactional queries that are coming to any kind of a contact center, to basically adopting an omni-channel approach, be it for your agents or be it for your end users or be it for any kind of internal customers that you have in a BPO scenario or in any enterprise scenario. And of course, this whole thing, when it is powered by an enterprise grade LLM and it makes your contact centers very intelligent, that is where the real synergy is unlocked, the 400 billion that we talked about. So that is what we have to focus on. All of the enterprises over here, we've seen some value, we've seen some experiments with bots. In the past, we've seen the kind of results they are generating. Some of the voice bots, they were not very good, I would say 3 years ago. Then again, when generative AI came into play, there are numerous experiments that are right now ongoing, where the kind of interactions that were not even like 30-second interactions which were possible previously, now they are going to 5-minute, 6-minute interactions, multi-turn kind of conversations that the bots are handling at various stages. And when, again, that is why I'm focusing on this, when this is powered by enterprise grade LLMs, and I'll talk about what those LLMs are when I say enterprise AI as a concept, that is where the value will be unlocked. To unlock this particular value, as I said, platformization and productization is very necessary, and this is the kind of a view that a product which will encapsulate a whole of this concept will look like. It will have multiple channels of interactions to bring out your omni-channel approach. It will have multiple connectors at the back end to integrate to any kind of a CRM or an ERP that you are having within your ecosystem. It can basically route conversations from one angle to another. It will have a set of pre-built use cases and a pre-built, you can say, products like Search Assist, Smart Assist that I'm talking about over here. This is basically a layer that has been created by generative AI of maybe the top 400 use cases that come in banking or maybe top 100 use cases that come in employee automation kind of a cycle. When this whole thing comes together, that is when the real value is unlocked. And we'll quickly look at one video for a minute and just to give you a sense of what I'm talking about. this particular platform that you just saw, this is basically allowing you to get generative AI within your ecosystem with all of its key components. So first is the enterprise AI models. When I say what is a custom LLM for an enterprise, it is basically an LLM which has boundary conditions, which is like a ChatGPT, but has very well-defined boundary conditions for your enterprises. It only answers the kind of things that your employees are asking or your agents are asking. So that it allows you to build that particular thing. It's highly customized and can be deployed within your ecosystem. It can be deployed on-premise, so it has all the security and the compliances that you need, which is a very, I would say, well-debated topic these days, that how to go towards a responsible AI strategy. Again, then the other features like prompt engineering, how to develop all these bots that we are talking about. There are enterprises who are using hundreds of bots built on this particular platform, then developing their prompt engineering tactics internally, not without using any kind of like 300 tools just for doing this particular thing. So this is a very well-tested approach, and then this is where it goes beyond the bot orchestration there. It goes to LLM orchestration. We are allowing you to build those LLMs across your enterprise, stack them together, basically so that your accuracy of responses is increased highly from a traditional perspective. Your containment rates are going anywhere from like currently, let's say 15 to 20% to up to 70 to 80% with this approach. And when I say containment rate, this is across the first touch point of a call with a bot handling it to a certain extent and it going to an agent, then a bot allowing the agent to basically query itself and give the right answers. All this is possible because of this unique first go-to-market approach that we have adopted, where we don't just allow you to build bot, but we allow you to stack LLMs together. These are the typical use cases in action from the generative AI approach that I just talked about, right from content generation to topic discovery to any kind of a summarization of use cases. This is all very standard that we've seen in the contact center side. And as you can see, for each of the use case, we can have a different model. We can have a different LLM that is re-engineered in a certain way to deliver the power of that particular use case, versus in some other use case, as you can see in a topic discovery use case versus in a generating answers use case, the LLMs that we would use internally and combine them with our internal engineering will be different. So it's a highly well-tested, optimized approach that is now being adopted by enterprises. And this is the kind of a platform, I would say, view that you can have right from the traditional conversational AI practice to a contact center management suite that we have, which offers you all kinds of agent desktop, agent routing, any kind of customized agent training modules. All those things are there. I would not talk about this in detail because this is the standard things. There is a whole lot of integrations available, right from custom NLP models that you want to integrate or anything from the market to any kind of existing contact centers that you are using. It can be fully integrated to those or can be used standalone. All those things are possible. So it's a highly, I would say, expandable and highly futuristic approach towards adopting a conversational AI and a generative AI layer. And that is where we are different. We are not just a platform, we are not just a pre-built solution. For any of the enterprises now, they've experimented with platform-only approaches 10 years ago. Then they experimented with pre-built solution-only approaches, which were like process assistants or maybe just assistants for a certain kind of a use case. This is a holistic approach where you can decide based on the complexity of use case, based on the nature of your processes, that what do you want to use, how do you want to use it. We are a 10-year-old company. We have more than 1,000 employees working with us, and we are a horizontal solution. So be it any kind of financial services or any kind of retail, consumer industries or telecom, we are there in all these use cases, because when you have productized an LLM layer, this is the kind of the playing field that is open for you. A quick look at the contact center specific module that we have. All the regular features, some of the regular features that you've seen, plus some of the very new features that are incoming now. The transforming the regular contact center to an AI native contact center with generative AI at the back end, to developing any kind of campaigns that originate from that. So this equips you fully from any kind of a use case that is going to come to you in the next 10 years also. So that is what we are trying to prepare for. Just a quick look at the agent assistant model. Again, you are used to seeing this, but this is something which can be deployed on your existing Salesforce model, existing Genesis. It is a native integration again, where you will see real-time bots capturing the voice of whatever the end user is speaking in real time, transcribing it from speech to text, and then delivering the result to the agent, and then basically pushing him just with a one button click, he can search across tens of repositories within your ecosystem. So your average handling times are going down, your training time for the agent is reducing, and again, this whole thing is fully connected to your ecosystem of other bots also. A very quick look at some of the case studies where we say that like Cigna is one of our largest customers. We are handling 100 million calls per annum for them. And this is where we have seen that a single bot is capable of maneuvering tens of bots within their ecosystem. Earlier, they were using conversational AI, they were using other bots. Each of the departments were basically siloed and they were conversing with those bots separately. But now they have a universal bot, be it on chat, be it on voice. Any query coming through one bot can be routed to tens of the other bots with a single click, and that is where the containment rates have gone up at least by 10 to 15% now at that kind of a call volume, which is a huge saving for them. Similarly, there are other case studies on the banking side that we have, and so this is just to highlight that this is a proven model. This is not something new that we are doing. We've been developing our generative AI models for the last 5 years, even before OpenAI was a thing, and that's why we are so comfortable in taking this to the enterprise level now with our generative AI and LLM piece, which is called 𝐶ALE, which we are going to release next week. Yeah, I think I would like to conclude this at this point of time. And just to highlight, we are the #1 rated conversational AI platform for enterprises in the Gartner for the last 2 years. We've been in the business for quite a long time and happy to help you in taking you towards your journey towards generative AI. Thanks a lot.